Hi everyone, it's Phil Kay here, the head gardener at Botanic Gardens. I'm just here at the top terrace overlooking the rock garden. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of what we do in the rock garden. It's actually one of our oldest features, one of the most original parts of the gardens. It consisted of a rose pergola with sort of plantings either side. That was the main feature. Apologies for the wind. Try and battle through with that. So yeah, I'll turn the camera around, let you have an overview of the rock garden itself. So it consists of various different paths, various different heights, and actually a few different types of soil. The original constructed rock garden was basically too claggy, too much clay. So we had to actually raise certain areas up and obviously import and encourage different soils to the area. Different types of rock. We've got a few different we've got the typical tufa rock, it's like a volcanic rock, that's at the far side. Come down to a limestone rock, so this is basically trying to recreate sort of natural habitats. So limestone crags, also tufa rock, sandstone as well we've got further in, various different plantings. So yeah, we do have to try with various other forms of herbaceous perennials rather than your typical alpine plants, just to give that mixed feel. We've got a nice stream running through the centre as well. That basically connects starts from a waterfall to a pond, stream through to a small pond off in the distance, then another large pond, and then further on into the system as well. So that enables us to grow various things, which I'll take you down and show you about. Some of the primulas, some of the lysichytans, some interesting irises. Obviously they tip their feet into a wetter ground. As I say, this is a terrace, so nice south facing terrace, beautifully warm at the moment. So enables us to harness some of the warmth from the rock, as well as obviously what the sun is providing, to grow some more interesting things. So we're actually going to think about doing a Mexican theme on this space. We've got an Australasian planting at the top, which is growing really well at the moment, and has been for many years. So if you have these sort of climates in your own garden, obviously you probably know you know against the wall you can grow some really interesting things. So some really interesting things. Some nice grevillea here. Obviously got typical eucalyptus, which grow in a lot of conditions. So yeah, it's worth investigating, seeing what your own garden is like. Take you down the steps. So as I said before, we have weddings here at Ness, which you basically just inquire, you get shown around, and if you really like it, obviously you can book yourself in for a place. Yeah, taking you down the first section, you come down the steps. This area from now onwards gets exclusively roped off for all wedding guests, as well as a few other different paths around the space as well. This spacey area at the back behind some of the plantings is actually for the catering, to get nice. We have a nice cover on the parasol there. We're also taking it in for maintenance. Great spot, obviously all your guests can come round to the back, or the food can be served to you. So for the wedding parties, we obviously cater for all different needs. We've got various entrances into the rock garden, and depending on which direction you like to come from, we've got the typical entrance at the back, and then a few other entrances down the side. So you've got nice sandstone steps down to the main area. Quite commonly used as a nice place for all the family photographs and other wedding photographs. Also the steps either side provide a really nice backdrop for photographs. To the area, we've got a few benches in there as well. A nice small pond, even the ducks enjoy it in the morning. So we've got a nice thatched summer house. So this is where the main event happens. This is a registered space. So obviously you get your registrars in, and this is the space that you'll physically get legally married in. Put some nice cushions out and around, and a table as well for the registrar's book. So we also provide, there's a speaker system as well, so your guests will hear. We can provide chairs out as well for anyone who needs them. We've got a few parasols that we put into sort of hidden spots in the ground as well. So this area quite widely used for string quartets, or just the speaker that we put out for your chosen music. Excuse me. And then just a bit further over there, before the conifer, there's another parasol for guests to shelter from any sunny conditions. We've got a nice waterfall as well, that runs on the day of the event. The bridge as well, this is a sort of typical entrance. Obviously I'm walking back up it rather than the actual, I'll turn you around when I get to the top. So again, another entrance off to there. So if anyone is unable to use the steps, they can they can park at the back and then get some sort of wheelchair or any other access round. And it basically skirts around the rock garden and comes out at the base. This is what we call the wedding lawn. So guests can park in this space. Also the bride or groom will park, or any wedding party will park further at the back. Just there, so a space reserved, and then make their way down the steps. Or as I say, we have various different options, various different entrances into the garden, into the wedding space. Make their way down, obviously greeted by all the lovely faces of your guests of the wedding. And then make your way into the summer house. Has quite a nice scenic view out around the area as well. So I was actually quite fortunate to get married here myself. I wasn't actually working here at the time. I had a little year out, and obviously the team took great care of me, as they do with every party that wants to get married here. So obviously, yeah, difficult times for everyone. A lot of unhappy people as well, I would imagine, who've unfortunately had to postpone their weddings, which is such a shame under this climate. But obviously it's about everyone's health as well, and that's the most important thing. So obviously, yeah, obviously if you are interested, obviously do inquire. I think bookings are being taken for future years as well. Obviously we've postponed a few and pushed them back as well. So yeah, do get in touch, do consider Ness. I had a wonderful day here back in 2016 September, my lovely wife Danielle. Really nice space. I should say as well, obviously beautiful day today. Some days not so great. Those days equally are nice to have a wedding on. We have a backup sort of space called the Hume Room, so that caters for larger, well, it's the same amount of people that you can have in this space up there as well. You can invite a few more guests in that space, where you can have an actual sit-down sort of wedding breakfast after, or as I say, if unfortunately the heavens do open, then you can actually have your ceremony up there as well. So it's a bit of a multifunctional space. That equally does look over the gardens, looks over the northern sector of the gardens. Great views from there as well. Nice space, has an open deck as well, so you can spill out onto the decking area, again overlooking the gardens. So yeah, do consider us. Interesting times to think about a wedding. I'm sure lots of people who are in that moment really are still thinking about them. Yeah, so do keep in touch. Do think of Ness, because it's a beautiful spot. Really great team to look after you. So yeah, that's it. Hope this video was helpful. So do get in touch, and keep safe and well, everyone. Bye now.